book review. Slamming a massive tome like this at the start of this video is really satisfying. Black House is a novel by Stephen King and Peter Straub. It is the sequel to The Talisman. Yeah, I just felt like talking about this book because I'm really excited for the final entry into this trilogy to come out this October. Black House follows Jack Sawyer several decades after the events of The Talisman. He's hardly remembered anything that happened to him in that book. He becomes a private detective and retires and moves to Wisconsin, where there is a serial killer. And they kind of want him to get back into the game and hunt this guy down. So I'll say right off the bat that I love Stephen King. He's my favorite author probably ever. And I really like Peter Straub too. I really liked Ghost Story, and I think he's got a lot of talent. And when they combine their collective prose together, it becomes something pretty special. I will say that reading Black House and The Talisman is a bit more challenging than reading anything else by Stephen King. It feels like sometimes they're afraid to move the plot along, and they decide to spout out a lot of exposition, a lot of meandering. It seems like the plot gets tiptoed around a little bit, especially in the middle of The Talisman, but also at the beginning of this book. Yeah, there's a lot of setup, and it's not always done in the most interesting of ways at the start of this book. And while the characters are memorable, I do think that it takes a really good minute to set all of that up. But I will say, once you do get through what is kind of a slow opening, it's well worth it because you do get a better feel for the town and all of these characters. I really enjoyed the biker gang characters, and the villain was awesome. It's kind of weird having Jack Sawyer hang out with a bunch of biker dudes, but it works. It really works. And I gotta say, I love that this book ties The Talisman into the Dark Tower. I think that's wonderful. I'm really, really happy to see it because I love the Dark Tower. Overall, I really enjoyed Black House. I think that it's a lot different from The Talisman, but I really kind of like that. Jack Sawyer is a lot more likable in this book as well, and the characters are all really, really cool, and the third act is action-packed.